Hey everybody, my name is Rydo, and we are back with another recording of You Don't Know Jack. So this is exactly at the end of my first playthrough of the game. And now the question is, if I choose same players, it's probably going to just throw me in the game and we're going to miss the couple of intro scenes. But for this episode, I think I'll do that just so we experiment with it.
Well, okay, yeah, we're happening. Listen, did you want to play a 7-question or a 21-question game?
21 questions again?
Okay, and you have a nice game. All right, let's set it up.
Ah, yeah, it jumps really fast into the
Okay,
game.
pick a category.
So I'm gonna just be mostly quiet here and then pick a random one.
Hey, this isn't rocket science here.
Or
The
He'll
category
pick one
behind this
for me.
question is Wabbits in the Weagle process. And this one's going to be worth $1,000. Okay, get your fingers ready. Let's get busy. Imagine that Elmer Fudd is arrested for hunting rabbits out of season, and Fudd speak which of the following is not one of his Miranda rights. What you mumble can be used against you. You have the right to be very, very quiet. You have the right to one phone call. Or you have the right to an attorney.
Phone call.
The right to a phone call. It's not one of his Miranda rights, but he does have the right to have Bugs Bunny drop a heavy object on his skull.
Why does my selection turn red when it's right?
How about it? Hit me with a category.
Let's see. Dog food in Italian cuisine looks good.
Whoop-de-doo, it's question number 2.
The category is dog food and Italian cuisine. You get this one right, you got $2,000 coming at you. Hey, you remember that dog food commercial where the dog chases around a miniature covered wagon? If the little covered wagon broke a wheel, which type of pasta could they possibly use to replace the wheel and stay ahead of the dog?
Okay.
Farfalle, rutta, ravioli, or zitti?
I'm gonna go with 2.
Rutta. They're shaped
That
like
was a
wagon
guess.
wheels. Of course, if you're going to use them on the wagon, you don't want to boil them first.
This game does not give you enough
Alright,
time
come on,
to
hit me.
figure
We
out
need a
what it's
category.
asking. Authors who need to feel special. I can relate to that.
Question 3.
The name of this category is Authors Who Need to Feel Special. Pop a right answer for this one, you got 3,000 greenbacks.
Doing better
Hope you're
than the
ready,
first
'cause here's
turn.
one coming at you. What is unusual about Ernest Vincent Wright's 1939 novel, Gatsby? It was written without using the letter E. The entire novel is a palindrome. It is written entirely in the second person, or it is so long that no one has ever finished it.
I believe it would be 3 because the others are too
It is
ridiculous.
written entirely in the second person, yeah. And then he went on to write the Choose Your Own Adventure books. And let's see the correct
Oops.
answer. The book was written without using a single E. But I'll tell you, even though it's got no E's in
That
it,
is
I think it's
crazy.
grot.
That's insane.
Okay, pick a category.
Let's go with CB lingo, why not?
You're my question for forevermore. I love you. My question for.
This one's gonna be CB Lingo, and this one's gonna be worth $2,000. Okay, as you head down the highway in your Mack truck, you're listening to a conversation between 2 truckers a few miles behind you. They're discussing a portable parking lot. What are they talking about? A huge traffic jam, a trucker hauling cars, a construction vehicle, or a rest area?
I'm gonna go with trucker hauling
Trucker
cars.
hauling cars.
There we go.
You know, I don't like driving behind those guys because it always looks like the back car is about to slide off, you know? Am I the only one who's paranoid about this?
No, not really.
All right, come on, hit me. We need a category.
What is that you're saying? Okay.
Question 5.
The category. What is that you're saying? Okay, this one might be a toughie. It's worth $3,000. Hang on tight, because here we go. You stop off at the United Nations building to get some pamphlets, and you meet a woman who speaks Esperanto. Where is she probably from? Australia, Essex, Burkina Faso, or who knows?
There's no way to tell. Esperanto is not a language of any country.
There's no way to tell. Esperanto is a language that's been invented for international communication.
Yeah, and not really
How
used.
about it? Hit me with a category.
Let's go with Star Wars and the Little Rascals.
Number 6, it's number 6, it's.
All right, let's see what we're doing here. Star Wars and the Little Rascals. Okay, shouldn't be too tough. This question's going to be worth $1,000. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. Princess Leia is to cinnamon buns as buckwheat is to cotton candy, tang, steak, or sticky buns.
Buckwheat, cotton candy.
Cotton candy.
His hair was
We're
like
talking
cotton
about
candy.
their hairstyles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, pick a
Gross
category.
fuzzy dogs. Let's choose that. That's gonna be about hot dogs.
Uh-oh, Chestnut Slick Crime Store.
It's time for a
Snickerclish restroom.
So
Here's your gibberish category.
I'm gonna
Gross, fuzzy
type in the F
dogs.
word
Opening
space
value of this gibberish
YOU.
question, $5,000. Now,
do
you're
the
going to have about 30
secret here.
seconds to solve this puzzle, but I'm going to be taking a little bit of money away every second and a half. Ready? With what song lyric does this rhyme? Skanky Poodle sent you clowns. Now, wasn't that nice of that Skanky Poodle? Here's your first hint. It's an American
No,
classic.
it didn't work. Yankee Doodle sent in the.
Go for it. Type in your answer and hit return.
Okay. This is a cheat.
Are you talking to me? On my show? I don't think so. Why don't you take a good look at your score? And next time, maybe you'll think twice before you flip me off.
Negative
You know,
44,000.
I thought that would make me feel better, but I'm still pissed off. I don't think that punishment was adequate.
144,000.
Okay, now that we've dispensed with the pleasantries, let's get back to the game. Oh. All right, try it like this.
Stinky Poodle sent you clowns, the Baywatch cast is phony.
So that will be the only time I do that
The
because
thing I
that is
always
a
wanted to know is
nasty
his
thing
Yankee
to type
Doodle his
in.
name or is that his hobby?
And I just lost
All
144,000.
right, come on, hit me. We need a category.
Yeah, man.
As far as I know, that's the only secret
Here's
you
the
can type in there.
category. Hanna-Barbology. Right here. $1,000 for a right answer. Okay, hang tight. Put your fingers on your buzzers. Here's the question.
Well, I'm not gonna
Mr.
win
Flintstone
this.
is to Mr. Slate as Mr. Jetson is to whom? Mr. Spacely, Mr. Sprockets, Mr. Rubble, or Mr. Skyrockets?
Mr. Spacely, I believe.
Mr. Spacely of Spacely Sprockets. Mr. Spacely is
Yeah, I
George's
got
boss.
1,000.
Mr. Slate is Fred's boss. Important information you can use. Okay.
So sometimes
pick
he
a
won't
category.
just take away money. Sometimes he will also
Whoa, what's your sign? It's
he will also
number
change your name to like
The
jerk.
name of this category is Great Balls of Fire. A right answer will get you 2 G's for this question. Okay, we're coming at you. Heads up. A white dwarf is a star that is always found in groups of 7, abnormally faint for its high density, composed entirely of burning helium, or located in the constellation Tattoo.
Let's go with 2. That
Abnormally
makes sense.
faint because it's near gravitational collapse. And you know what? When you're a few billion years old, you're pretty tired. You're ready to collapse. How about it? Hit me with the category.
Let's see. So,
Next up,
in a lot of
grown
ways,
men
doing
dress like
7
fruits.
questions
and we are talking
would probably be
$1,000 for this question.
a little bit
okay, get yourself set.
a
It's
faster
time.
experience
Which
than
of
the
these would
21.
not go into a Fruit of the Loom fruit salad? Green grapes, red apples, yellow bananas, or red grapes?
I don't think there's any red grapes in the Fruit of the Looms logo.
Not gonna do it. You know what you could have picked? You could have picked this. Yellow bananas. Now, I got a couple pairs of that underwear, and there's no yellow banana on the Fruit of the Loom clan on the underwear label. Yeah, I kind of like that underwear. Makes me kind of feel a little fruity. We've got 10 questions down, and for 10 more, we're going on to round 2. Now pay attention, because all the
I
questions
don't think
in
I'm gonna
round 2
win
are
this
worth more
one.
money. Let's do it.
I think this is gonna be a all-time low.
All right, come on, hit me. We need a category.
Really bad ways to get a date.
And now, 11.
The category behind this question is really bad ways to get a date. I'll pay you $4,000 bills for this one if you get it right. Okay, let's say you're a guy who's terminally frustrated and decide to take a few pointers from the anglerfish to spice up your love life. In the true spirit of the male anglerfish, what should you do to ensure reproductive success the next time you see the woman you love? Regurgitate partially digested food for her, permanently fuse yourself to her, bite her open, then fertilize the exposed eggs, or keep mentioning your Ferrari?
I think I'll go with 3. Bite her open.
Congratulations, that's disgusting and wrong. Now actually, if he really likes the gal, he will permanently fuse himself to her. And you thought incessant phone calls were bad.
So, I'm learning things here.
Okay, pick a category.
I just don't think I'm learning anything useful.
Here comes question 12.
The category is economics and Mr. Microphone. This question's going to be worth $2,001 bills. All right, now imagine you've decided to sell your collection of used Ronco products at a flea market. You've been told the flea market is part of a free market. What does this mean? There is no booth rental, the fleas are free, you have to give away your products, or there are no government regulations.
Let's go with... There are no government regulations?
There are no government regulations.
Really? All those people saying the free market will
Hit me with
decide
the
with no
category.
regulations whatsoever. Let's try the periodic table of poor taste.
Black cat, heart attack, do you nightmare when you dream? Are you feeling lucky? It's number 13.
The category, the periodic table of poor taste. $6,000 is riding on this one. Everybody knows that H2O is water and CO2 is carbon dioxide, but tell me if you can answer this. Which of the following words is not formed from actual symbols for atomic elements? Schlong, crotch, testicles, or bacon?
I think... 1.
Schlong. SHLO and NG are not symbols for atomic elements, but they do spell schlong. All right, come on, hit me. We need a category.
Let's go how to smoke a cigar.
Uh-oh, best butts fits mine, whore.
Once again, it's time for a
Flicker piss, no scope.
This gibberish questions category is how to smoke a cigar. We're in round 2, so this gibberish question is going to start off at $10,000. Okay, now
Interesting.
remember, the faster you solve this puzzle, the more money you win. Ready?
I just have
With
to
what
rhyme.
song lyric does this rhyme? Dunlop, off gold, stogie. Here's one thing we know. He's not young.
Old...
He's not young, and he's on the bottom. What's the opposite of the bottom?
Up...
Last hint, it isn't about cigars, but smoke is involved. Come on, this question is about to crash and burn.
I have no idea. It's gonna be so obvious, too.
You know, I understand if you don't get a lot of gibberish questions right, because some of these are pretty challenging. On the other hand, you don't have any excuse for this one.
Dunlop of gold stogie, and smoke till you die.
On top of Old Smoky,
On top of Old Smoky, which is also the name of an
which is a
interesting movie I
really
saw in
old
Times Square.
song that I don't even recognize.
Okay, pick a category.
Let's try cable networks and irrational numbers.
Here's question 15.
Here's the category. Cable networks and irrational numbers. You get this question right, you pocket $6,000. Try to think back to those trigonometry lessons and imagine this. So viewers can find it more easily, your cable companies moved the entertainment network E to channel E. Based on its value in mathematics, where would you expect to find channel E? Between channels 1 and 2, between channels 2 and 3, between channels 6 and 7, or between channels 14 and
It's
15?
1 and 2, it has to be. That's the only one that even makes sense. No?
Should have picked this. In math, E is approximately 2.7183. I think that's also about how many hours a day the show Talk Soup is on E. How about it? Hit me
That
with the
may
category.
still be a relevant joke, actually. Let's try Thus Spake Jack.
flush your head down the latrine.
This will probably be about Thus Spoke Zathoras. I can't even
This
pronounce
one's
the
going to
name.
be Thus Spake Jack. It's going to be worth $4,000. Who might have placed the following personal ad? Single white man in search of single white female. Philosophical German Uberman in search of Uberwoman. Must be able to use the word spake in a sentence and know where God is buried.
It's Friedrich
Who could have written this?
Nietzsche.
Albert Camus, John
Who
Locke,
wrote
Friedrich
Thus
Nietzsche, or
Spoke
Thomas
Aquinas.
Aquinas?
I know
Friedrich
that.
Nietzsche. The German philosopher who reasoned that there's a type of ideal human being called the Uberman and that God is dead. All right, come on, hit me. We need a category.
Let's do die, die, die.
All right, let's see what we're doing here.
Like
Die,
6.
die, die. I'm paying out $2,000 if you get this one right. Get ready to buzz, because here it comes. Which of the following classic childhood games does not require the roll of a die to move ahead? Monopoly, Life, Clue, the game of life.
Life has a spinner.
Doesn't have any dice, it's got a spinner. But you gotta love a game where you can sell your kids for money. Okay, pick a
do this
category.
Playing Marco Polo in the genetic pool. I need to keep an eye out on all the question choices until we can see
The
see if
category
there's any
is playing
repeating.
Marco Polo in the genetic pool. You get this one right, you got $2,000 coming at you. Hey, remember the song "Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue"? What do two brown-eyed parents need to pass on to their child for the child's eyes to be blue? Colored contact lenses, two dominant genes, one dominant gene, one recessive gene, or two recessive genes?
One dominant, one recessive.
What, would that be like Levi's and Tough Skins?
No.
The correct answer is two recessives. Each parent has to have
I
one
wasn't
dominant brown-eyed gene
paying
and one
attention.
recessive blue-eyed gene. And then pass on just the two recessives. But when that kid comes out, you better believe that daddy's gonna take a good look at the milkman. All right, come on, hit me. We need a category.
Cooking shows hung like a horse. Why not?
He's mean.
He's lean.
That's the 19.
Next up, cooking shows hung like a horse. And we are talking 4,000 big ones. Okay, get your fingers ready. Let's get busy.
If they just
If the galloping
touched up
gourmet
the
slowed down to the next
animation
slowest
here,
gait,
this
would be
would
the
be
what? The strutting gourmet, the
brand
trotting gourmet, the cantering gourmet, or the walking gourmet?
Cantering.
The cantering gourmet. A canter is between a gallop and a trot in speed. It's also what he'd be called if he sang in a temple.
Takia!
That was a guess. And
How
I
about
think
it?
that's
Hit me
really
with
what
the
they did.
category.
They took all the questions that still would work. We'll do the facts of death instead of the
The
facts of
category
life.
behind this question is the facts of
They
death.
took
All right,
all the
you're gonna be pretty good
questions
if you get
from
this one.
this
It's
and
worth
probably put it in the
$6,000.
Facebook
All right, in the
and the
book
new
1001
version, the
Nights,
2011
Shahrazad
version.
is supposed to be killed after her wedding night, but she is spared because she pleases the king. Which one of the girls on TV's The Facts of Life would theoretically have the best chance of survival in Shahrazad's place if she pleased the king in the same way Shahrazad did? Blair
It
the
needs
pretty
to be
well-bred one, Joe the tough practical
Natalie,
one,
the
Natalie the
smart
smart bunny one, or Tootie that witty girl Natalie.
Because Shahrazad tells
Yeah,
the Arabian
Natalie would be spared
Nights
unless she
story.
tried her stand-up routine on him. Then she'd have to be executed immediately.
1001 Nights of telling different stories.
All right, come on, hit me. We need a category.
You won't beat on me, and you went to school where? Let's try that one. It's time for the jack attack. Can I turn this around? No.
I hope you're revved up because you got a jack attack. Focus for me. Here's your clue. And you went to school where? Yeah, I think we might have a good answer to that question by the end of this attack. Let's go.
Princeton is in Delaware? New Jersey? Not Hawaii. Nope, not Delaware, not New Harvard is in, Massachusetts? Yale is in Maryland, pretentious Tweed, Connecticut. Brown University is in, not Arkansas, Maryland, no, California, Rhode Island, no, it's not Arkansas. Cornell is in New York. I missed it. So they're showing you the answers twice. Dartmouth is in Bruins? No. New Hampshire? Ball State is in where? Hawaii? Indiana. Now see, even if it takes me 2 tries, that is some redeeming factor that gets us back to the equal. Nevada, South Dakota, Maryland, overrated, Rhode Island. Brown is in Rhode Island. I lost way more points there. And of course what we could do is we could just do this and tap the B button over and over.
Joked until that one at the end. Let's see how you did.
And you can
That's
lose
the game.
tons of money.
Hey
doing
Blair,
that.
you ever hear that expression, just scratching the surface? Well, maybe you'll get that bar next time. Or maybe not, since it seems perfectly clear that you don't know Jack.
Excellent show, everybody. Hey, Cookie, what are we gonna do with these contestants?
Alright, if you want to play again, you just gotta let me know whenever you're ready, okay?
Single mother to find a job that fits in with motherhood.
So
The folks
let's
at Memory
just
Lane
sit
Dairies
here
let
and
me
listen
do
to
that.
this as
Memory
they do the
Lane
credits.
Dairy Farms, makers of Mama's
This is
Pride
like a
human breast milk.
Macintosh game.
I like working at Mama's Pride
There's
because
another
I feel
game
like
that came
I'm
out
really doing
originally
some
on
good
the
for
Mac,
people.
which
Every
called
customer's
Myst,
like one of my children.
and
Providing good
back
nutrition
then,
and good jobs for
the
people
original
like Bessie.
Apple
And
II,
that
the
makes good
original
sense.
Macintosh,
It's wholesome, it's
were
natural,
heavy
and I
game
don't have to worry
PCs.
about giving it to my kids. 'Cause I know where
IBM
it came
compatible
from. Out of me.
PCs that you would
Mama's
call
Pride
PC
fresh
today
breast
versus
milk.
a
Baby
Apple
yourself
computer
with Mama's
uh,
Pride.
really weren't that
Hey, kid,
popular
what you
for
eating? Oh,
home
just some stuff my
usage or
mom made me
making
eat.
games
Burlap sack cereal.
back then.
Supposed to be good for you.
And I can totally see
smells
how
like
this would be a
crap. Give me your
Macintosh
bowl.
game.
Try some of
It
these.
totally looks like something you could
So
make with their
delicious, num-num
software.
bits. Hey, my tongue is numb.
Yep.
Honey, who are you talking to?
Whoa! Got a split, kid. Eat up. Don't go,
So
Shoki.
one of the
I need
problems
you.
here
Yeah, got my beeper. Got a motor.
is we're going to end up sitting here just watching the credits at the end.
Hey, Susie, what are you doing
And I
Saturday
want to
night? You wanna
kind
go
of
driving with me?
speed the
Sorry, Jimmy,
process
but
up.
there won't be enough
It's
room
been
in the car
22
for
minutes
you,
in
me,
this
and your
episode.
zip.
Hey, Buggy
So I think what we're going to end up doing is just say, if you want to see the credits, go back to the first recording.
It's spackle for your
Uh,
acne. Less colored mortar that you apply with our new
I don't
neon
want to
spatulators. It's
cut
waterproof,
people
leak-proof,
out of
flame
this,
retardant, and scub resistant.
Smack me, it'll smooth you out.
out of it,
Smack me,
out of the
works
credits
better
they
than
need,
ground.
but
Smack me,
most
say,
series
honey,
I only
you'll
show the
acne.
credits at the very end
Also
of the
available,
series.
back knee for your
And so
stubborn back
showing the
acne,
credits
and for
every
those
single
really hard to
recording
reach
doesn't
places,
make a lot of
try
sense.
new crack knee.
Uh,
Hey kids, look what I've got for you.
so I'm gonna just wrap up,
the
start
new toy
from
kids
now
are going
on,
wacky over.
It looks
and
like a stick.
we
Not
will
just a stick, dear. It's Mr.
record
Sticky Buddy.
that. Let's see. So I think I will just hit escape after we do all of this, and
He never takes it hard. When mom says it's a stick and we can't go to the front yard.
wrap up
Bunny,
then.
chicken, wagon, things, even poke your mom. Mr. Sticky Buddy, I'm my friend to hold it on.
It's amazing how
Sticky
much
Buddy.
audio
Stick
is in
not
this
included.
game. Just amazing. Anyways, so that's it for this recording. I hope you enjoyed it. This is pretty much how all the recordings are going to go. I'm going to answer questions. I'm going to fail miserably. You're going to probably laugh at me. But I think this works pretty well. It's a nice laid-back experience for me, at least. No real struggle here as far as trying to actually win, because you're almost guaranteed not to win. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.